Hi everyone! Welcome to my take on Pursuit of Jade, the show that's been topping Netflix non-English charts globally since release. Though the story base is a historical fiction romance of a young, tenacious, strong-willed woman and man, it's the constant political and seemingly invisible threats they deal with is why I keep getting drawn to this show. It's as if you're watching a political science 101 course in its most entertaining form. As a non-Chinese speaker, keeping track of names, locations, titles, and even proverbs, all while reading captions in this fast-paced show is a challenge. While reading online explanations or viewing current videos on YouTube often leads to the regret of spoilers. In this first video, I'll map out the political landscape's key characters, timelines, and geography, so you can follow this complex show without having to risk to any spoilers online. So let's dive in. Step 1. The power struggle. We have two main factions clashing for control, Power Group A and Power Group B. In Group A, there's our main character, Yan Jiang, who is also known as the Marquis. He's widely beloved and driven by a singular mission, which is uncovering the truth behind his father's death 10 years ago. Then there's Li Huan, a childhood friend turned frenemy. Their bond is fractured after the tragedy involving the Marquis's father leads them down divisive paths. Li Qing is his grandfather, a high-ranking court official known as Grand Tutor Li. His family is notorious to be known as slimy political opportunists who prize elitism over loyalty. Back in Group A, Chancellor Wei is the Marquis's uncle, who acts as his guardian upon youth. However, his care is complicated by loyalty to his own political heavy ambitions. His son, Wei Chuan, is a spoiled, paranoid, impulsive, and military leader, lacking the expected strategic mind of a commander, often making short-sighted decisions that place troops and kingdom at risk. Governor He Jingguan is like the glue between these two families. Known for his unwavering nobility and loyalty to the kingdom, he also serves as the secret protector of the Fan sisters. Finally, there is the oncoming onslaught of the enemy referred to as Prince Chengxin, who is known to have setbacks and defeats due to the Marquis. Step 2. Key timelines. Pay attention to these 4 key timeframes. 16 years ago, when a major battle occurs, 10 years ago, when the Marquis's father is killed, most recently, the investigation begins, and currently, when events all collide. Marquis's father is held responsible for a defeat that occurs 16 years earlier due to a failure of military grain delivery to the kingdom troops when fighting the neighboring enemy. Fan's family is also forced into hiding.
意欲何为？众将士听令！
Then, a decade earlier, the Marquis's father's death permanently fractures any relation between the Marquis and Li, leading to mutual animosity and suspicion between the two families. Pre-show, the Marquis launches the probe into his father's murder, and regional chaos triggers a refugee crisis.
意欲何为？前有宫廷内斗。
Now the Marquis recovers, while Li investigates. At the same time, the Chancellor's son acquires key military grain, which is then intercepted by bandits likely employed by Prince Chengxin. Step 3. Geographic and strategic locations. The key to understanding the landscape is this little guy, the Gyre Falcon. Gyre falcons require freezing, snowy climates, which suggests that the show is set in the northernmost region of what we now know as China. The enemy is based in northern Jue, which is straightforward to locate as they can only descend south. There are 4 key Daiyin territories to keep track of to make sense of the political storyline. Adjacent to the enemy state of northern Jue is Chongzhou, where the Marquis's father faces that pivotal battle that occurred 16 years ago. At the show's start, Daiyin troops are attempting to capture refugees fleeing from Chongzhou. The refugees fleeing into the territory of Jinzhou is the primary setting of the first 11 episodes. This is also where Fan's family settles and where the current investigation unfolds. Cheongsu and Jinzu is the close spelling territory of Jizu. Jizu is where the actual battle takes place from 16 years earlier, where Cheongsu served as a base camp under the Marquise's father's leadership. Jizu is also where the main administration building of the kingdom is administered by Governor He Zhuang. Finally, there is Yanzhou, the most southern territory secured from the enemy border lines due to its 3 neighboring territories. Likely, Yanzhou is the imperial territory since it houses the emperor, and the Yanzhou army is referred to often. This Yanzhou army is now commanded by Chancellor Wei's son since the Marquis has disappeared. Step 4. Questions. Now that I've covered what the first 11 episodes are doing politically, here are a few things I'm still unclear about. The letter, Cheongsu, and the Chancellor's son. First off, the letter. Is there 1 letter or 2? Fan's situation seems to revolve around this. But later on, Chancellor Wei receives and burns a letter from 16 years ago. So is this the same letter or an entirely different one? Second issue, Cheongsu. Who controls it? It moves from northern Jui's control into Dayin's. But by episode 11, Prince Chengxin steadily gets it back. Not through war, but through influence. So where does Cheongsu really stand? Since control can happen non-militarily without anyone realizing it. And finally, the Chancellor's son. We hear about an eldest son in episode 9. Yet that burnt letter also references a military general named Wei. Is this another son of the Chancellor who was killed in battle? Is that why the Chancellor is so resentful of the Marquis? Getting clarity on these 3 issues will matter, because from here, the story only becomes more complex and moves at a faster pace. This covers how characters and geographic strategies are intertwined in the politics of the first 11 episodes. This is my point of view. What do you think? Do you agree? Is something missing? I hope this video helps you enjoy the series as much as I am. For the next several episodes, watch out how trade and business influences the external political threats our main characters continue to deal with. See you then.